to be making some raw fruit popsicles with the Lebice Popsicle molds. These are great for if you're trying to have something that's like a little bit like a fruit smoothie, but you want something a little bit more that you can just kind of carry around with you. It's a good refreshing thing for when it's a hot summer day. It's also great, we're grandparents and we have grandkids over all the time. It's great to pre-make these, and when the kids come over, you can give them a popsicle, which you know is going to be healthy and doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. What I'm going to be putting in the popsicle for today, it's going to be an all raw recipe, and I'll go ahead and put down below what is in it specifically, but we're going to be using some chia seeds. I buy it in bulk here. So this is chia seeds. These are the molds. I just got through washing and making sure they're clean. I'm going to be putting in some, I believe it's pronounced Acai or Acai powder. This is a freeze-dried, so it is still considered raw, so it hasn't been cooked. It has antioxidants and omega fatty acids, amino acids in it. And this brand is the Terra-Sol. And I'm also going to be putting in some shredded raw coconut. This is the Hawaiian coconut. This is what I dried and shredded myself, so I do know that it is raw. And I'm going to be going ahead and using also some fresh strawberries, and this is a really nice bowl to use. It is a rice fruit bowl mixer. One side is where you can rinse things, and then the other side is the drain, where you can drain things. And I also clean my rice with that as well. Another thing that I'm going to be using is some kombucha juice. Now, this is a recycled bottle. I actually make my own kombucha, so it is not this particular brand, but as you can see, I also do sometimes buy this brand as well. And so that is going to be used as a liquid to make sure that it is liquid. And I am going to be using my Vitamix. You could probably use a regular blender for this as well, but I love my Vitamix. So the first thing that I'm going to be putting in is the strawberries. I'm going to actually have my husband help me here. Go ahead and put the strawberries in for me. I'm going to go ahead and put all of them in, and even if it doesn't fit the, if it's more than what the mold will hold, it will be used for smoothie later on. Hold that for me, honey. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in the chia seeds. And I'm going to put in the same amount of my shredded coconut here. And this is very concentrated, so I'm going to probably use a smaller scoop of that. Probably use 2 spoonfuls of that. And then the last thing I'll be putting in is this whole bottle here of the kombucha juice. You definitely want to use the whole bottle when you have frozen strawberries, because otherwise it will not blend. Alrighty, I noticed when I was first pouring this in that it was only about this full, and we really need a whole bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bit more kombucha to make up for a whole bottle here. And as you can see, that brings that up considerably. I'm going to put the lid on. I got this plunger here. That will help make sure everything blends good. I've now blended this real good. This is what it looks like. Nice and yummy. I'm going to take a little taste. Very sweet as well. So these this is how you put these in on the stand. You have a funnel here where you can pour the juice in. Right up to the amount that you need. I've figured out this is also kind of like a measuring device. And if you squeeze it a little bit, it also will help push it in. But actually, you probably don't want to go up past this point right in here, because that amount is what will fill the container. If you go beyond that, you're going to have a mess, which I've already cleaned up the one I made. So right to about there is more than plenty. I probably still put too much. And then you just squeeze it in like that. Turn it off. That I made, this would probably work for a dozen of these. So I made twice as much than what this particular set of mold would work. Then you put these right in, like that. And then it's in this own little tray where you can stick it right into the freezer. Go ahead. How is it?
Very good.
And then, as you can see, it doesn't leave much of a residue. And even if you had a little bit of difficulty cleaning it, you got this little scrubber thing that comes with it to make sure you can get inside there and clean it. Of course, now this one, like I said, has some concentrated of that freeze-dried berry in it. It's highly concentrated. It also has kombucha, so kids might not be too fond of the kombucha. I would call this more of like an adult version popsicle. But you can always just use orange juice or something like that to sweeten it up. Lots of different recipes you can use. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can find this product on Amazon. I'll put the links below. And be sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching.